Shalom Provay.
בוקר טוב.
Hello.
אהלן, מה קורה? אלון, he's also teacher in agro studies. also, אני לא בטוח שזה נכון. איפה להגיד? יכול להיות כזה גם. זה יפריע על ה...
לא, שלא תתחפר עכשיו, הזמן שלך הוא גם של חברה. How are you guys?
I'm good. And you?
Let's let the tractor work.
Yes.
Not you, but fucking...
One of the first nurseries, if not the first nursery that grew avocado in Israel. And the guy that just spread water on me is my boss. His mom was managing the nursery before him, and her father established the nursery in the 40s.
Yes.
And we do mainly avocado, also carrots, also a bit of fijoya, other fruits, but mainly avocado. We grow around 80,000 plants per year of avocado. So we start with plantations of varieties of rootstocks. You know what is rootstock?
Yes.
You know about that?
Yes. We learn
So
about
we have several popular rootstock in Israel. We call them Dgania 117. You ever heard of these varieties?
We don't have.
Okay, so we have a few varieties that are really popular in Israel. They have characteristics that good for the soil in Israel, because the soil in Israel with a lot of salt.
Salt, yes.
So there are special varieties of rootstocks that can deal with a lot of salt in the ground. So
If someone needs translate, okay?
Yes. It's okay for listen.
It's okay for both?
Yeah.
You want to translate maybe?
Yes.
From time to time, give it a maybe.
But for him, he can listen also. It's understand.
Ah,
He
yeah, no
understand.
problem?
Yes.
So if problem, you stop.
Yes.
Okay?
yeah, feel
Okay.
free to stop me for everything, to ask any question, I hold the
בסדר,
same.
מכיר את הקטעים כתוב של
So we have plantations of these rootstock varieties where we pick the fruits. After we pick the fruits, we start to peel, to throw out the avocado and take the seeds. We deal with the seeds, we treat them with
חונגצייט.
fungicide
Fungicide.
against fungus, and then we keep them in the fridge. So this
Yes.
is the fridge.
Can drink. Can drink.
לא עד הסוף שלא יהיה לנו חושך. So in each one of these bags, got the seeds. It's also the fridge of the time open.
Can chui. Buồn à? Đã nhìn. Burn. 46. 50 sao tham chưa? Oh, 8 years. Almost 8 years. Wow. Very old.
חושב על המדינה.
Very good.
So you can see different varieties here. Ettinger is an Israeli variety. Fuerte is one of the first popular avocado in the world. Nabal, Beinik, Reed, BL, which is a new variety, came from the Hass. It's try to make Hass with more fruits, more yield. You can see a lot of varieties. It's like our mother tongue garden, but smaller.
Đó bọn này nó làផលិតយកគ្រាប់ផលិតយកមក
So
ថតអាណាទៅកៅហ្នឹងទៅទូរស័ព្ទ
Okay, we'll see it later. So here you can see plants that already went through all the process. Good to go. Today we saw
បាយក្បោនគេហៅគេណា Cà phê sạch. Hả? កាប់វាសត្វឬក៏សត្វអត់ទេនិយាយពីអង់គ្លេសគេហៅគេកាប់បាក់ក្បោនអត់ទេ spray តា spray ហ៎
This is not on the only part. They have more
More
net house. More net house.
You know varieties of avocado?
I know some variety because I work on it.
So what varieties do you know?
As when I'm eating them. Only two.
Yeah, the most popular.
But something I thought not so.
So you know why do we need Hass and Ettinger? Why they grow them together? You know about that?
Just for
Let's see if you remember.
It's a
Just
test.
remember, yes.
So you know about the pollination? Okay, so we take the seeds here. We have two kinds of pots for the beginning. We have these little pots, little sleeves, plastic sleeves, which we can put the seeds here.
Yes.
And we have this new technology. What's special about this technology that we can just take it all, put it in the ground without peeling it, without throwing plastic, and this thing is can be reused.
Yes.
So this is the rootstock.
Yes.
Not,
So
not grafted. Yeah.
here we have the seeds. The seeds are germinate, and then we can do the grafting.
When can we graft it?
When can we graft? So basically you can graft it since it's have cambium inside it, since it's starting to be a bit starting to have more than one layer. Like if it's really new, so you see it's like it's not wooden at all.
Yes.
But if I'm going to cut it here, if I will cut it here, I will see two different layers. So
Yes.
this is my way to know the rootstock is ready.
Same with the scion.
No, the scion same with the scion, but with the rootstock, I want it to be, if I'm a nursery and I make 80,000, I want it to be half wooden, like not didn't go through all the process of hardening. But if I'm talking about the scion, I want it to be wooden as far as I can. I want it to be really thick. So I can cut it here. I check when I do the grafting. I check if here it's really weak, so I'm not doing the graft
Okay.
here. I want it to be not too thick and not too soft.
Yes.
You want me to examine the grafting to
Yes.
show you? Okay. So let's see the equipment. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
So they're starting to live, to sprout. They're just starting the process.
Avocado usually we do the approach grafting, not budding. So side grafting.
You asked me when do I do the grafting, so since it's this size, like pencil size, I can do the grafting. But I also can do grafting on old plant. One of the plant from the plantation, I can do grafting for this also. יש לי פצועות בכלל? נכון, נכון, טבעה, אבל I don't have the knife. Knife, but
Yes.
this is an example for a grafting knife of Victorinox, great company.
But in this age, you can also do it with Japanese knife
Japanese
that's
knife.
called Is that all day? Sorry, that
So
cost 1 shekel?
You can do it. וואי, חם פה. בואו למטה. You can do it with any knife. You can do it with your hands.
Yes.
But when I'm talking about nursery, I want to increase the chances of success as much as I can. The more the knife is sharp, so the chances are better to succeed. See what I mean? So it's not about what's possible. I saw people do grafting with equipment that I would never think of it. I would never use a Japanese knife. It's not sharp enough. But you can do it. It might work.
Yes.
So if you want to be, I don't know, the most professional way to do it, so
Do it.
you buy the right knives, the most sharp and comfortable to use knives, and then you have more success rate.
תקיב להם רוצטוק על רוצטוק, כן? עליהם, כדי...
יאללה.
כן, רק שלנו.
So you wanted to ask about how do I pick scions.
Yes. Fine.
So I'll take scion from the rootstock. Later I will show you in the plantation. But I want to make sure few things. I want the leaves to be old.
Oh.
So this one is has a lack of nutrition,
Right.
but
Next one.
never mind. It's big, it's wide, it's already opened, it's
Yes.
old. And now what's important is the buds. You
Bud.
see the little buds?
Yes.
So I want them to be strong, not too old. I don't want them to be like sometimes I touch it and they be like ball,
Ball.
like round.
Yes.
If they're round, so they're going to bloom. They're going to make flowers.
Yes.
Flowers,
Flower and
but I don't want
we
flowers.
don't want flower.
Yeah.
Because it can die.
Yeah, flowers. It's a lot of energy go to flowers that not going to bring me anything. Sometimes through the flower, by the end of the flower, you can see new branch.
New branch.
So you can use it, but you prefer buds of לבלוב, נו, למה ברכה לי המילה הזאת?
ספורטינג, לא ספורטינג.
Of leaves, of branches, and not
Yes.
not flowers. וואי, אני מטפטף זה, Okay, so I'll take this scion. I don't want it to be too long.
How many
Not
buds
more
you
than
leave?
10 centimeters. Hmm?
How many buds usually you want to give?
Between 2 to 5.
So fine.
Yeah, I don't want to. It's not about the amount of the buds. It's about the length of the scion. If it's too long, it's going to dry. I don't
Yes.
want it to be more than 7 centimeters. Now the cut is very important. As you can see, it's not the best knife
Yes.
for this kind of cut. So the cut is not. הסכין הזה גמור. איזה באסה, גם האוטו שלי לא פה. יש לי שם עוד סכינים. So I want the cut to be as smooth as I can. I don't want it to have grads. I don't want it to be like this. It's not good enough. It might work,
Yes.
but as smooth as it's going to be, more chances it's going to succeed.
Succeed.
I think that the vascular system need to touch
Yes.
each other. If it's not smooth, so it's not touching. Yeah, and water will not transfer.
Now I put it in my mouth for good luck. I cut it in the right place, about here. Now you can see the 2 layers that I spoke about. You see I have the epidermis and another layer. Maybe it's not hard enough. Here you can see 2 layers.
Yes.
You see it? Now I do 1 cut right here, and I put it here.
And then we
Yeah, then I tie it with
with
paraffin.
paraffin.
Now,
Like this. Okay.
Okay, chef.
now let's look at the paraffin for a second. In this season, there's always an argument between my bosses if we should use paraffin or it's not good enough. you see the paraffin, it was opening from the heat. So now in this season we're using PVC.
PVC.
We tie it hard with PVC. First of all,
טייפ כזה? מה זה PVC?
PVC, סרט הרכבה.
אוקיי, גרפטינג
The
טייפ.
thing that you just show us.
אוקיי.
We use the PVC tape to tie it, and then we cover the scion with paraffin.
With paraffin.
Yeah, the job of the paraffin, the reason we use it is to keep the moist inside of the scion. We don't want it to get dry.
Yes.
So we use the paraffin, and the good thing about the paraffin that it's the buds can grow through it. They just cut it and go through it. And then you have the plant. So rootstock, scion,
Scion.
and now
And
it's
new
one
plant.
full plant.
Yes.
And now I want to make sure it's not going to break, so I put a bamboo and I tie it to the bamboo.
Yes.
Let's look at it. More questions about the grafting?
But if I don't have paraffin, we can use with plastic.
Yeah, you can use plastic bags.
Yes.
I would recommend you not to tie it.
To tie it.
To put it on the plant, maybe tie it here, but not like I don't want the bag to be tight on the scion.
Yes.
Because the paraffin is breathing and this one and the plastic is
Because
not,
through the paraffin, the new branch can
can go out.
go
break
out,
up,
but
yes.
with the plastic bag, it's going to start.
Ah.
It's going to grow bad. It's going
Yes.
to. So you tie it here, and when you see the new branch is coming, you cut the plastic
Plastic.
bag.
Yes.
And then it's going to go through it.
Okay. Because when I see some people do in my country, they don't cut like this. They bring the new branch and the top of branch to connect with roots.
From the side.
Yes.
This is called side grafting.
ויניר גרפטינג.
No. I mean,
אבל לא על זה הוא מדבר.
like, wait.
הוא מדבר על זה שהם לא לוקחים את הקטעים, הם לוקחים את הקודקוד.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
So-
just bring
Yeah.
the top of.
So for mango, it's the best to take the קודקוד, איך קוראים לזה? To take this part, in mango it's the best. In avocado depends on the season.
Depend on the
In
season.
this season we have new branches. The new branches are too soft. They
Oh.
don't have שכבת עיצוי בפנים. They don't have.
Because I
Yeah.
was
The woody
do
part.
it, but it still fail. One
What?
time, two time, and still fail.
With avocado?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do it if you graft in the winter, because then they're not longer new. They
But
went
Winter
through-
in Israel, in Cambodia,
Yeah, I don't know.
high temperature all the time.
Yes.
So
it's a
probably this
problem.
technique, it's not good. What did you say? And the technique that they're using now, this is what you should use all the time, to take the buds, okay, not the top. Okay.
Yes.
Let's
I will
look
try
at let's look at the plantation. We see branches. We take them and we see if they are good styles or not. So here you can see the bamboo.
Yes.
We tie the plant to
The
the
plant.
bamboo, and we have different colors to different varieties. So we have a lot of varieties in this.
Because we want it to go straight. We
Bamboo.
put the bamboo because we need it to go straight.
Because
Without
wind.
the bamboo,
Fall. The bamboo.
Yes.
Strong.
if it's a seed that germinated, it's going to go straight up. But
Yes.
if it's grafting, you took a branch from the tree. It's not going to go straight up. It's going to fall.
Oh.
So we tie it until it's going to be hard enough, and then we can leave it.
White color, you know why.
Yes, because I sprayed it
Okay.
in avocado already.
You know.
Can you explain
I'm
why
not
we use
know.
the white color?
Slay your friend.
Can you explain it to me? The use of white color?
Because we avoid from the sunburn.
Okay, but these guys without the white color, and they live sababa.
Some avocado we don't do it
Depends
because
on the
it,
variety.
yes, because it enough leaf.
Okay,
We
so
don't
I
spray.
will explain a bit. We have different kinds of pigments. Pigments?
כאילו צבעים?
Pigmented.
כן.
So we have the chlorophyll, we all know the chlorophyll, photosynthesis, we know his job.
Yes.
We have another pigment called anthocyanins.
אוקיי.
Anthocyanins. Their job,
Okay.
they are red, and their
Yes.
job is to לסנן את הקרינה, to make sure
reduce
to
the
reduce the
radiation.
yeah.
Yes.
תודה. וואי, וואי, לכל הארץ.
המילים האלה אני כבר מכיר אותם
So
סליחה אם אני...
לא, זה עוזר לי. The red color reducing the radiation.
Radiation.
But the avocado, the plant, any plant, is going to produce them according to the amount of radiation you're exposed to. So
Ah.
if I started a plant under a net,
Net.
so it's not going to have enough anthocyanins to deal with the full sun.
Yes.
So I use the white color only when I change the location, when I change the exposed to the sun. If it was between other plants, so some of the branches weren't in full sun, so when it's going to the new plantation, it's going to be by itself, so I'm going to paint it with white. If I'm taking it out of the greenhouse that has net, outside, so I'm going to spray it with
To
white.
spray.
So it depends not on the variety, on the conditions that the plant were in.
In citrus, usually they use this color because the grafting point is not so strong and the radiation can make it dry. So here it's not a problem.
And not only the grafting point, the whole plant, everything that green in avocado might get burned.
So this
from
is a
the
clementation that you're doing, klum, that you're
Yeah.
doing for the plants before.
sun. Exactly, and not before. Sometimes we sell them, and the day they put it in the ground, they color.
Oh, okay. Also new. And I
Also
didn't know.
new.
But see, some of them we paint them when we move them outside. So you can see the old leaves are painted, but the new leaves are good with the sun. They don't have any problem with it.
Yes.
Huh? מה זה יודע? לא יודע? תשאל את אהוד, אהוד למה? Okay, so here we have Puerto tree. Nice and young, 80 years old tree.
80 years.
And we have nice fruits, and we have a lot of branches. So in this season, we don't have the problem of flowers in Israel.
Yes.
So we don't have any flowers on the tree now. It's not going to bloom. Only make new branches.
New brand.
So this is the best way to know it's woody enough when I have
Wood
this
enough.
white color inside.
Yes.
White is good or not good?
White is good. White means that it's wooden. So this one I could also graft the head of it because you see it's white.
Yes.
But if I'll take a new branch,
So this is, for example, is not good.
exactly. So you see new branches. As I told you about the leaves are not old. They're not
At all.
not big enough. They're not in the right color, and the branch as well is not white
Oh.
inside. Is not
Yes.
ready for grafting. It's not going to make the connection to produce cellulose that going to make the connection.
So we want that this part will be white.
Yes, we want the inner side to be white.
זה מסביר מלא, אנחנו מנסים להרכב.
אוקיי.
מעניין.
Now, you can see different kind of buds. So we have these buds, nice buds. They are pointy, so it's not going to flower. They are, I don't know, not too small, not too big. Great. these buds are already ran away.
Already.
This is
Yes.
how we call them. They ran away.
Yes.
We cannot use them. They're not going to. If I will graft it, it's going
It
to
will fail.
exactly.
Yes.
So I'll prefer the older buds. Now here we have what we call crown buds.
Crown.
They grow
buds.
like a crown to the branch,
Yes.
and they are. I love them. They are the best because
Really?
I can pick a lot of buds with not a lot of
Not
length.
long.
not
branch.
long scion. So I can, in this case, maybe I cannot make a clean cut here, but sometimes I have these crown buds and they are the best. If I can take crown buds and one of these buds together, so this is the best. Now I have the most chances to succeed,
Oh.
but I don't want it to be too
Yes.
long. So with the time you learn what's better and what's not going to work. So the fuerte in this part of the tree, it's shady, so we don't have new leaves. But if we look at the naba, the part that's exposed to the sun, so all of these branches are new. So even though it's big, וואלה זה לבן. Okay, maybe it's
Okay,
good.
it's-
But I wouldn't use it because of the leaves. You see, maybe this
Because the
part-
leaves are new. The leaves
yeah,
are new.
they're still new. Maybe this part is okay, but this part is too weak.
Too weak.
I can feel it in my hands. You see?
So
Yes.
if we look on this tree, so those are the leaves that you're looking for.
yeah, exactly. But another problem I might have, it's too old buds. It's an amazing tree to use these buds. Maybe this bud is too old. You see, it started to open, but
Yes.
not exactly. I wouldn't use it. The same. And this one already ran away.
Yes.
I wouldn't use it. So this scion is not a good scion.
Not so good.
Okay. But if I have a big tree and I want like more than pencil size rootstock, I can use this big branch. Use this diameter? איך אומרים קוטר? Diameter. So I can use this one coater. Now I can use from this branch more than one scion. I can use this part with this weird crown bud.
Crown bud.
You see, I would use maybe all of this in one and this in one. Here I have another crown bud. Sababa? So I can use more than one.
Average, if you're talking, how many scion you can take from a doll tree?
It depends on so many conditions.
It's hundreds or tens or thousands?
Dozens. עשרות. Dozens. Sometimes I can find a tree with, we call it a treasure. So I can
So
take.
if you want to
20
recommend it to someone that want to build nursery and you want, okay, will not reach to 80,000 plants, but you want to produce 1,000 etigen per year, what is the mother stock that you should have? A dunam, 23, 100 feet?
I would calculate it as 1 tree for 50 trees.
1 to 1.
1 to 50.
One adult tree to produce 50.
Yeah, but
Yes,
adult
yes.
tree. Like if
Okay.
it's too young, it's not going to. And it depends on how you cut it, how you prune it. Because in the plantations of fruit production, they cut the lower part,
Yes.
and this is the best part to take science from. So when you have your own mother clone garden, you can use it the way you want, prune it the way you want, and then you can design it for a lot of science. Now I want to show you grafting that I did, the clown graft. grafting that I did for it's not rootstock like in the green. It's a big. It was a tree that we had here, and then we cut this tree, and one of the branches fell on it, and the grafting point was broken. So I started. I tried to regraft it. So I did it. I didn't write the date. I don't know how many days ago.
Start to-
but you can see it's starting to
Start to grow.
grow. It's
When you're
really
gonna
in the
remove
beginning.
the aluminium?
So only after I see a real branch that's starting, I'm going to cut only.
Small.
We call it 2 ears.
Yes.
Like 2 ears for the bag, and after the branch is going to get to the top of the bag, I'm going to cut it here.
Yes.
Still have the bag on the plant, but I cut it here, and then it's going to grow through it. And only after I can show you pictures. So here you can see what I did. I cut. I'll show you how I do it.
לא הצליחו לראות פה בשמש. לא הצליחו לראות בשמש בפלאפון שלך.
I will show you how I do it. Then we need 2 cuts like here. Like that. And I open it. This is not a clean cut, of course, and it's not the way it's supposed to be, but this is the idea.
Yes.
I separate the bark from the tree, and I put the scion here. This is not a good way to do it, but this is the idea.
Yes.
I make a clean cut. I make sure it's a clean cut with the knife. I make these 2 cuts, and then in my knife I have another part that designed for this separation of the bark from the tree. Then I can put the scion inside.
I always try to understand why I have this part in the knife.
Now you know.
Yes.
So wait, I will try it again.
A general question. From seed to tree that you sell, how long it take usually? I know it depends varieties, but average.
If you know what you're doing, 8 months is enough.
From seeds to
Yeah.
okay, 8 months.
But usually it's about 1 year. Like today we sold plants 8 months old, but
אתם מתקשרים אליי.
Usually it takes about 1 year until we have a nice diameter of the plant. We know I can hold it from the plant and not from the bag, and it's strong enough. I have nice root system. Then I know I can use it.
Yes.
You have more questions about anything?
Miền này anh?
Như này anh. What?
Maybe no.
No?
No? Yes. Miền này anh?
Các bạn sẽ
Miền này gì?
ở đấy.
Chú ý kì.
Ở miền này miền.
Toàn còn lại.
Đó, ở đấy.
No, teacher.
No teacher.
Want to show me how you pick scion?
Something like this. Can I cut it?
Yeah.
Anh ấy đực. Anh ấy
Oh. It will be run away because It's
okay.
big.
It's still closed.
still close. And then we cut it. This is the ground bud.
But
So we
do you have enough place to make the cut without?
Yes.
Okay. And is it white inside?
we can see it's white and wood enough.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Fair.
Yes.
So I wanted to tell you about the storage of the scions.
We can store it.
Yeah. So
Oh.
if I take the scion, say I took this scion, I have this big rootstock. Now if I take the leaves out like this, I can put it in a fridge of 8 Celsius.
8.
Celsius degrees? 8
Yes,
Celsius degrees. And then I can hold it maybe 1 week.
1 week.
1 week, 8 Celsius degrees. If I take out the leaves with the how do you call it, pruner?
Scissor.
If I take it out like that, so I can keep it in 4 Celsius degrees for 1 month,
For 1 month.
1 month.
even
So all
2
the
months.
different, it's the small part that you leave from the leaf.
כן, הפטוטרות. This part is avoiding the rotten to get into the soil.
And then when you take it out from the fridge, you will move them.
I will remove them. I can remove them and I cannot. It depends. It's going to be annoying when I use the paraffin.
Mhm.
So I take it off. But if it's a crown grafting, like I did here with a doll tree, so I'm not going to take it off.
No.
Questions?
That's it.
Now you're ready to open your own nursery?
Maybe when I come back. Because
I will let you practice grafting in the farm.
yes.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And I want you to have my number to, if you have questions.
I will send it to you, okay? In a few minutes. I will send it to you in WhatsApp the number, okay?
Thank you.
Feel free to ask me anything. I'm here for it.
ביי, תשב. מלך אתה.
שמח שעזר לך.
לא, היה מעניין.
כן, זה התואש.
I learn a lot. I don't know about you. I learn new things that I'm gonna try. I
Yeah.
like it. Amazing.
Okay, good luck.
Yes. Okay.
You have question, guys? No?
Thank you. Not yet.
יאללה,
Thank
thank
you.
you very
Thank you,
much.
Richard.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
מה שתודה, אלון?
Mình vô lên mặt Mỹ.